What is going on, my good people? This is your main man Ben here, and we are Talk Active. I work in technology field as PC tech administrator, analyst for at least 10 years. I like cycling, boxing, outdoorsy things, and generally talk about current events, technology, sports, but sometimes by request. We're regular people with factual experiences. Would be nice if we could contribute to the universe. Let's talk about it. So where we at today, guys, is the beautiful Baltimore Boating Center. So, my wife and Jeff is trying to do some paddleboarding in the sea or somewhere there. I decided to bring my gear and do some on-site podcasts for the first time. So I got a nice spot here with some pergolas and some nice tables. So why not? But in relationship today, what we're going to talk about is general things in life that makes us go further, prolong further, establishes us as a better person, or break us. So what we're going to talk about today is trust. It's gonna be a topic that is like a broken record, but it's for real. So let's get real right now and talk about stress. Now, a very common topic, but most of us does not do anything in it, especially we are in that very situation. We recognize that we are in distress, but the moment that we're in that, it's kind of like Ted, that we're kind of late. So it can spell catastrophe. When I say the word catastrophe, it's subjective. So let's put it in this way. Stress is like a complicated meal. It can be good and bad depending on how you prepare the basic quality ingredients and skill to cook it. So let's talk it real quick here, man. What is stress? So a stress is a state of mental or emotional strain or tension resulting from adverse or very demanding circumstances. That is why I said that catastrophe is subjective, because we have different level of happiness in life. Our definition of satisfaction varies individually. So, it's not like a generalized, it's subjective, individualized. So I'll give you an example. How we define family. Very, very easy, right? Most of us will use same words to define it, like family's life, or blood is thicker than water, or any other awesome slang. You can just Google that real quick. But underneath that surface is a free-for-all, like it can be a broken family that has not been found or haven't found peace in 20 years. That's facts. So another one is treasure. What is treasure? To you, like the real one. What's treasure for you? Money? Power? Sex? Titles? No, my point here is that our stress can hit us any direction. It's like a bad guy. They don't adhere to any rules. We often get caught off guard. And why is that? On my personal opinion, and forgive me if I'm entitled to give my 2 cents since, it's my podcast, right? It's because action always be one step ahead of reaction. Once again, action is always one step ahead of reaction. That's a fact. It can never beat that. Prime example, hacking or making malicious software. This people that creates viruses only has one goal: to wreak havoc 24 hours a day. Imagine that. There's only one job: create and destroy. Basically, the overall goal is gain something for themselves, regardless of what the victim will undergo after the heist. Their actions are making them happy or satisfied. Big things, little things, does not matter. Once again, subjective. The victim's reaction is the victim's choice. How the victim responds to that stimulus, he's the receiver. Burden was accepted, like it or not. So how far is that fair? Acting is rewarding, reacting is frustrating. This is daily. This is stress. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not a Dalai Lama, which I highly respect and admire, like enlightenment every time he speaks. but we are regular people. That being said, it is up to us to learn, relearn, and then some more, and repeat. So how do we combat stress? This is my personal opinion. Since reaction is late versus action, naturally we tend to protect ourselves since we are already received the jab or punch. We got the damage already. We have ingested it as we speak. So on situations that is on prompto, which leave us more vulnerable, it is not a bad thing to turn into habits. Careful though. We want the good habits. Again, this is subjective. We're individuals with different level of processing, strategies, and approach. Take note, when you take this habit as your quick response, be very conscious of the result since we are reacting based on the frustration and you cannot process it quickly. Therefore, we turn into habits. Prepare for different scenarios in your head and try to decipher it. It's like an exam of multiple choices. You don't know the answer, but it's in the choices. This time though, create those choices and pretend that that was the answer. We're constantly learning. This approach is quick and safe, but very taxing. Very taxing. Why? Because we end up scheming. Nevertheless, we are in combat. Know it. We don't get reward on reactions. Period. We don't get reward in it. It's kind of noisy in here since it's an open air. This is my first time in podcasting in like location, so bear with me. There's carpentry in there and boats and hardware running all over the place. But the last approach is internal values. How we align ourselves on situation depends on us. It's hard to explain it word by word, but I will give you my version of example. So what is internal value? This is your self-esteem, your personal development. This is your spirituality. Your soul is your ticket. That's what they say, right? Yeah. That's what they say. And I believe that. And this is why God gave us freedom. A choice. Can be good, can be bad. You can feel sorry after all the tragic decisions you made when you reacted. But is it really sorry? Is it really a sorry? On my personal experience, stress has two approaches. Take this as ease, okay? This is just my opinion. Choosing and enduring. There are no rewards in it, but we have to select one or be in ruins. But when we talk about stress though, this one great place right here. There's water, which is a universal equalizer of all. Do some exercise, eat some good food, spend time with family. It's cliche, but it's the truth, man. You find the little things in life, what you treasure. Once you find that, never let go, because that would define you. That would have to have your endurance and your choosing so much easier. But I'm gonna close out with this joke. What did the Buddhist monk say to the hot dog vendor? Make me one of everything. Guys, appreciate you watching, man. Always remember, God is good all the time. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It's your main boy. Peace out.